Hi, my name's Jim and I'm from All American Water, and what I like to do is a little infomercial for folks who want to have their well drilled in Denton, Cook, or Collin County. So I've got some little notes to refer to. First of all, if you want a well drilled in any one of those counties, we have to get a permit. Now the permit fee is $100, and we'll submit that to the district to make sure that they can plot it correctly for the state. If you live in Denton County, Denton requires a permit, and that's a $50 fee. So typically what we do is have you get the permit from Denton County, for instance. We'll get together with you, locate where you want your well drilled, we'll fill out the paperwork and submit it to the North Texas Groundwater Conservation District. Now here's a special note. If your grandfather had said, hey, I'm going to sell you or deed you 2 acres, and you say that's great, and you call us and you want to put a well on it, if your name is not on the title of that land, you cannot sign the paperwork. We'll have to get your grandfather to do that. Otherwise, it'll be a long process, and we want to do this as quickly as possible, just like you do. So that's just one thing you want to keep in mind. The time to drill a water well, how long does it take? It can take anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks, depending on the time of year. From the fall to early spring, that's about what it takes. There's not a lot of things happening, not a lot of people are building at that time, so it's going to take about that long. When you get into the summer, you're looking anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks, because there are a lot of builders building, a lot of homeowners are building, a lot of people are having wells drilled for irrigation. So there's a greater demand put on us, and the line gets longer, for lack of better words. The depths. You can find some relatively shallow water in those counties around 100 feet or so, and you can go as deep as 1,100 feet. Now typically, a lot of the wells are anywhere from, like I said, 100 feet to 300, 400 foot, and that's a typical well. Now in some areas, it gets much deeper, anywhere from 700 to 1,100 foot deep. So you're going to look at a huge cost difference here in a moment. Now, if you're doing a well from around 100 to 450 feet or something like that, you're looking at anywhere between $20 and $25 a foot. Just depends on which water well company you call. Now, if you're going to go deeper, if you want to get the deep water at 700 to 1,100 foot, then your cost is going to be somewhere around $43 a foot and up. And the reason for that is when you get over 500 feet deep, you need to use steel casing, you need to use bigger wire, you need to use a bigger pump. All those variables play an effect on how much it's going to cost. So if you can get away with a more shallow well and save yourself a lot of money, that would be my recommendation to you. What we like to do is, though, you just tell us where you want a well drilled, and we'll look at some well logs from the previous drillers, what they've said they set the pumps at and how deep the well was. That way we can give you a better idea of the water depth there and how much water is actually there. Usually they're 10 gallons a minute or more, which is sufficient for a home. And then sometimes you can find 30 or 40 gallons a minute, which is plenty of water for a house as well as irrigation. And one thing I wanted to reiterate on a little bit is just be patient with your water well driller. Whether you use our company or another company, things happen. There are family emergencies. The machinery might break down. There might be a hold up with the groundwater district. There are just a lot of things that happen. So if you start to get in a hurry, just talk to your driller and ask them, where you are at in the process. And if they can't get back to you, don't get back to you right away. Once again, please be patient. We're all busy people nowadays, and at least with us, we try and stay in communication with our folks as much as possible. But please be patient with your well driller. We all operate almost exactly the same, and we usually produce about the same results. It's just a matter of the chemistry between you and the guy that you talk to on the phone or meet in person will help determine whether or not you want to use that particular company to drill your well. Price is important as well, so don't be afraid to shop around and ask the folks what they're going to charge you. And once again, everybody puts in about the exact same equipment and relative depth. So if you want to use us, please call us at 940-389-6850, or you can visit our website at allamericanwaterwell.com. Thank you and have a great day.